The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate. It's getting hot out, which is fine, except for your electricity bill is terrible this time of year. What can you do to lower that electricity bill? It's just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. Did you know that filing for bankruptcy can help you lower your mortgage or car payments or potentially help you eliminate your IRS or credit card debt? I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, call me now or visit youhavepower.com for a free consultation. Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by Renewal by Andersen. I am your host, Justin Clark. A great show, a busy show ahead, but first, the opening statement. And again, my commitment to you this entire year before the opening statement is twofold. Number one, if you're looking to sell your home, these websites will lie to you about the price of your home. I will send a real estate agent to your house to tell you what your house is worth so you can make a good decision about whether you should sell or not sell. Also, if you have gotten a mortgage in the last couple years, rates have come down significantly. It is time to reset the rate. All you have to do is call the phone number on the screen, 407-205-0400, and we'll look at both of those things for you now. The opening statement. Number one, it's going to get very hot here very soon. What can you do to save money on your electricity bill that seems to go up every year? Also, some basic information about real estate I want you to understand. What is a realtor? What is a real estate agent? What is a real estate broker? Also on the mortgage side, what is the difference in a mortgage broker versus going to your local big box store bank and getting a mortgage right there? Great questions we will answer by asking real questions. Start today. Two very good friends of mine. The owner of You Have Mortgage, Dallas Lehman, joins me. Dallas, how are you today?
Great to be back. Thanks, Justin.
And the immediate past president of ORRA, Lawrence Bellido, is here. Lawrence, how are you? Good to see you.
Great. Excellent, my friend. Thank you so much for having me back on.
Let me start with you about this. Realtor, real estate agent, real estate broker. It seems easy to us, but I think that people don't understand the differences. What are the differences?
There's huge differences. Real estate broker are the ones that manage the brokerage, and then the realtor is the one with the National Association of Realtors brand that they are a member of, and then you have a real estate agent who's licensed, who's probably looking for a different brokerage to belong to, and what they'll end up doing is interviewing the real estate broker to decide if that's the right business for them to get into.
Gotcha. Dallas, to you on the mortgage side, a lot of people will say, well, I already have my checking and savings account at Wells Fargo. Might as well just keep my mortgage there as well, versus calling a mortgage broker. What are the differences?
Well, I would say the biggest difference is the level of service and also the number of programs that are offered. Number one, when you work with a company like mine, you're going to get a specific level of service where you're going to have access to just about everything and the people working with your loan, which is very crucial when you're going through a major asset like this. The other thing is, quite honestly, a brick and mortar bank, for example, they do a fairly good job, but what they offer is the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac programs. Once you get outside of that, they're pretty much cookie cutter, but I would say we want everybody to own a home. That's number one. So get in the market, get a home, see a lender, but when you come to us, you're going to get that level of service that is outstanding.
Lawrence, are you seeing more brokers create teams because and go under a different broker because they don't want to deal with all of the liability of being their own broker? I feel like I'm seeing more and more of that. What are you seeing?
I see a little bit of the same. A lot of brokers want to release the liability off of themselves, so they'll put a team together and join a brokerage, or they'll merge and become like a superpower in the area because strength in numbers is the way they're looking at it. And they feel that once their goals and values align with the other brokers in the area, they want to partner up or team up, and then they'll change their license from broker to become a broker associate.
Yeah. The last couple of months, there's been a lot of instability in every market, really, real estate market, especially the oil market, of course. It's felt unstable with all this back and forth with Iran, whatever. I'm not making any judgment on anyone, but you've certainly felt the instability. What has that instability done, if anything, to mortgage rates?
One of the biggest effects that can happen with the market, and especially with respect to mortgage interest rates, is if there is an economic problem anywhere throughout the world, it generally has a ripple effect on everybody. I think we're getting closer to stabilization. The reports that I read are we're getting better. Has it had a major effect on us, on the interest rates of what we provide? Not really. We're still in the 6s, or we can still get down to the 5s. I mean, things are very strong. And then, of course, we always talk about Florida. Florida is a great place to be. But quite honestly, anything like that that affects the economy is going to affect interest rates. But we're still in a very good place here.
Yeah. How would you describe the market, Lawrence, right now? And I ask people a lot, is it buyer's market, seller's market, in the middle? What are you feeling out there in the trenches about this real estate market in Central Florida right now?
Right now, I feel like it's in the middle. And if you price your home correctly, you have it staged properly, you're going to get an offer, multiple offers in some of these scenarios. Whether it's first-time home buyer or someone looking to upgrade, either way, once that they see the dream house, they're going to jump on it immediately. Yeah. And with so many people moving down to Florida, you're going to have a lot of competing offers coming in.
Got it. You have a couple of on the market right now.
Correct.
In kind of two different places, too. And I want to start in Haines City. I know Haines City well, down in Polk County, kind of between Tampa and Orlando. Tell me about Barbados Lane.
Barbados Lane is a beautiful 4-3 in a short-term rental community. It's also golf course friendly. And we have, it's gated, so 24-hour gate, and you have so many amenities in the neighborhood. It's currently listed at $419, and right now the seller is looking to sell and, of course, invest again here in Central Florida.
Is this a house I want to live in, or am I buying this for an investment, you think?
It could be both.
Really?
You could live there, or you could have it as a short-term rental. It's all, you know, that's the very nice thing about it. You can do whatever you want with this property.
And I want to get to short-term rentals with you, Dallas, for a second, too, because I think we always talk about mortgages, obviously, when you're buying your primary home, but also people are out there want to invest in real estate as well. Maybe invest in real estate that they can rent monthly or weekly or yearly. How do interest rates differ on a second home versus a primary home?
Good question. Excuse me. They're going to be a little higher because the risk mitigation, obviously, anything that is an additional home that somebody buys, the rates are going to be just a little bit higher. When qualifying somebody for that purchase, let's just say they own a primary residence, the bottom line is it's combined LTV. Can they afford it without a tenant, things of that nature. But quite honestly, with all the people that are moving here, and Lawrence and I sort of talked about this, and you did too, Justin, there's a lot of people moving here, and they are buying a lot of investment properties, vacation homes right now. The rates are strong, and quite honestly, there's no better investment than real estate.
I agree. Totally agree. Now, I'm not great at English, Lawrence. I think it's Dacker Lane? No.
Yes, perfect.
I said it right?
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah. Yep. Tell me about this in Orlando.
Dacker Lane is a gorgeous 2-story home right outside of the airport.
Normally, it's Derek's handwriting that messes me up, by the way, just so you know. This one's actually typed, and I still almost screwed it up. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine. So this property, it sits right outside of the airport and on the other side of Lake Nona, right next to Boxy Park, which is very convenient for whoever's traveling and have to get on a plane or pick up relatives because, you know, everybody comes to visit here. Oh, yeah. So that one is a 4 2.5, and again, it's fenced in. The property shows very well, and looking for buyers, and it's my sister's property.
Oh, so, wow. You throw Lawrence a bone, will you? It's his sister.
That's my sister.
He's probably not getting full commission, if you know what I mean.
No, exactly.
Great to see you, Lawrence, Dallas. If you have any questions about mortgages, Dallas will be happy to help you. If you want to see these properties, 407-205-0400. So are you recovering from the presidency? Are you okay now?
I am great. It was an amazing journey. And I'm currently just, being in an advisory role to the association.
You did a wonderful job.
Thank you, my friend.
Absolutely great job.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Here's what we will do. When we return, your electricity bill is so annoying, especially in the summer. What can you do to lower it as you have real estate continues? Delaturf has been improving your outdoor living for many, many years. They did it at my house, as you know. Now they're bringing amazing outdoor living indoors with golf simulators, joined by Ryan Church. Golf simulator, who doesn't need? Everyone needs one of these, especially if you play golf, especially. Tell me about your golf simulators.
The simulators are a great addition to what we're doing now. Basically, it's all indoor. We can do it in garages. We could do it in homes. If you have an extra room, kids moved out, perfect spot for a simulator. But they're very custom, so we can do different launch monitors, different computers, different cameras, different TVs, all kinds of different things.
And with the financing options that you offer, if you maybe don't go out to dinner Friday and Saturday, stay home, almost pays for itself. Tell me about your financing.
So the financing is great. That's going to let you stretch out that payment so you don't have to just drop all that money in one shot.
And as always, though, like the putting green you've seen at my house, Turf has amazing opportunities for outdoor living, too.
Yes, yeah, we do a lot of different outdoor living activities, I would say. You could do pavers, you could do pergolas, artificial turf, putting greens, kitchens, everything.
I love it. And it really, if you think about it, Ryan, you're spending money to improve your quality of life, but I think that money is well spent when you start talking about the value of your home.
Yes, this is definitely going to raise the value because it's going to make you want to stay at home, and anyone looking to buy a home, obviously they're going to be looking for things to do at home.
Father's Day's coming up. Look, your man needs an indoor golf simulator. We all need one of these, and you don't need that much room. Like you were saying, even an empty bedroom, I think, is plenty of size.
Yep. Yeah, typically.
Unbelievable. QR code on the screen right now for Turf. Welcome back to the show, and it is getting warmer. There's nothing more Look, I'm okay with summer. I kind of even like the 3 o'clock storm. Summer gets a little hot, you know, when it's still September and 95 every day. But the one thing I hate about summer is the electricity bill, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you're not going to call the energy company and fight with them. They're going to laugh at you and shut off your power. That's what happens. And then everyone says, well, just get solar. Solar's kind of tough right now, to be honest with you guys. It's a very weird industry. So what can you do to save money on your electricity bill? And this is something that a lot of you have not thought about. It's your windows. Let's ask Dan Brigman. He's the vice president of everything. I mean, you know everything about windows, let's be honest. Of Renewal by Andersen, the best window company in the world, by the way. People don't understand how the windows in their house affect their electricity bill.
Well, they affect it dramatically. And by the way, thanks for that introduction. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, you take your whole house, you look at all the glass or windows in your whole house. It's equivalent to about 1/4 of your house. Think about that. You have insulation in all your walls. You have concrete block. So you have a lot stopping that heat from coming in. But you don't have a lot. You don't have anything except a sheet of glass stopping that heat from coming in. And what happens, that white light comes in and it heats up your house and it causes that AC unit to do what we hate. Click on, click off, click on, cycle on and off. And by the end of the month, you've got a $400, $500, $600 electric bill.
Yeah, a lot of these homes in Florida, they throw them up very quickly. I'm afraid that these big developers who are trying to put the houses together so fast are not. They're more worried about the bottom line and making money. They're not worried about the quality of a lot of the house, but certainly the windows.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, I know there's a lot of great builders out there, but you're right. Their job is not to come out with a great window in this case and put it in, because they only have to put a 1-year warranty on it. And so the warranties and the quality of those type of windows speak for themselves. And so if you really want to save money, you've got to get an exclusive RBA FiberX window. It is truly the window that will save you 20+% on your electric bill.
I bought some really inexpensive shoes over my life. I've bought some cheap shoes, but I've also bought a couple of pairs of really nice shoes. And it's pretty clear to me that these nice shoes do last longer, and they're better than these cheap shoes from some faraway country, China. Yeah. Let's be honest. The quality of your window does make a difference. Every window is not created equally.
It's not, and if we were to look at them from 10 feet away, we probably wouldn't be able to know that, right? We're not all window experts. And we have over 33 patented items and over 25 years of engineering experience that we have redesigned the window period. We reverse engineered all the technology, even our own, over the years, and we've come up what we believe is the #1 window in the industry.
Yeah. If I own a house, and I'm not even sure how old my windows are. I bought the house, I don't know. They might be 20 years old, they might be 10, I'm not sure. But something seems a little bit off. There's some leaking in the window. I feel hot air coming in. How does that process go? I mean, do I call you guys? Do you come out? How does that actually work?
Well, we try to make it as simple as possible. And so the first thing you do is you pick up the phone and you give us a call, and we'd send one of our design consultants out. These guys and girls are experts at what they do. They come out, they evaluate your home. Maybe some of your windows don't need to be replaced, but what we're going to do is we're going to look at the areas that are gaining the most heat first. We're going to inspect every window. We're going to bring an iPad out. We have augmented reality. That means you can see what your home is going to look like. And we can even show you all the different colors, what they're going to look like. We have over 434 options on just one window. So I'm sure we can find something you like. And then once that happens, everything's electronic. We place your order. We have our in-house installers come out and install these when your windows come in. And guess what? You got a brand new house at the same old address.
Yeah, and look, if you own a house and it's not brand new, you should really reach out to Renewal by Andersen because it costs you nothing. Have them come out and see what's going on with your windows. They might say you don't need anything yet. Call us in 5 years. They might say this is really bad and costing you a lot of money per month. And what I love about what you've done for a lot of my viewers is you have these financing options that make it almost a no-brainer to replace the windows in your home because the interest is low, you're paying it over time, you're paying very little per month. The money you're saving on the electricity bill, Dan, is almost paying for itself.
It really does, Justin. And so what we try to do is, look, the one thing we don't want to do is come out and take food off of somebody's table. So we want to make this affordable and we want to make it the right choice. And the way we do that, being the large corporation that we are, we're able to make deals with our finance vendors, and there are all kinds of great deals and payment plans that we can make fit your budget. I've seen payments as low as $100. I've seen 12-month no-no, 18-month no-no. You name it, we probably have it.
Yeah, unbelievable. You guys, and just getting to know you and Jared and Brandon and Kim and everyone over at Renewal by Andersen, it's really the fabric of the business that you guys have created here, the people that you have. You always say people, what is it, people, process, what?
Yeah, people, process, and product.
There you go. But the people are unbelievable. You treat your staff so good. You treat your design consultants so well that really works its way down to the customer also. And you've been giving back to the community so much. You helped my wife with her golf tournament recently, which is amazing. Renewal by Andersen does so much for the community. Tell me something about that.
Yeah, so I mean, anything from Socks for Warriors, kids' school drives, Honor Palmer events, Children's Hospital, Honor Palmer, and look, we believe that you can't go through life and not give back. It just doesn't work. And so our owner's heart, my heart, our COO's heart, you name it, if we're not involved in something in the community, we are at unrest. We just don't feel good if we're not that. But yeah, it's our people.
And lastly, in a world where, and in a state where there are so many bad contractors in this space, whether it's a roofing company, a window company, pool companies have been so bad lately, it's almost hard to know who to trust. When you're spending decent money on repairing or improving your home, you always put customer first. Renewal by Andersen is such a big company as well. You almost don't, you just want the customer happy.
Yeah, 100%. And, you want to deal with a company that is doing the right things when it comes to whether they're using a subcontractor or they have in-house installers. Sure. Look, they need to be background checked. They need to be master certified at what they do. And that means not a jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah. We just don't use that type of individual. Sure. But, yeah, I mean, people are paying very good money for our windows. We think it's only right to give them the best of the best.
And you always do. Dan Brigman, good to see you, brother. Always. Yep. QR code on the screen for Renewal by Andersen. Reach out to them. If you own a house, I'm telling you, if you own a house, you need to have them come out and let's see how bad or maybe good your windows actually are. You have real estate. Continue. People ask me all the time if I feel guilty for filing bankruptcy for people. No, I do not. I feel guilty not filing bankruptcy for hardworking families who are struggling every month to put food on the table. Call me now. You have power. Welcome back to the show. We haven't talked about this term in quite a while, but I'm seeing some of these here recently. A lot of times when you buy a house, and this happened back in 2008, like crazy, obviously. You buy a house, you have a mortgage. When the market comes down a little bit, you don't have enough to pay off the mortgage if you sell the house. So what do you do? Let's ask Elisha Lopez, real broker. The term short sale is coming back a little bit, you think?
Yeah. It's like here and there we talk about this.
Yeah.
But if somebody has purchased a home, especially in 2022, they bought at the peak at the top of the market. And they probably, if they want to sell, that's going to be a tough one because they owe more for the home than actually what they paid for it. So our favorite term, short sale, which a lot of realtors in our industry like, and they run the other way.
I love short sales, to be honest with you. I'll tell you why in a few minutes. But you just said something that's never been addressed on this show. We've addressed on this show ad nauseum that 2006 was the absolute peak of the market. 2008, the market collapsed. I think you're sitting here making this announcement on this program that 2022 was the peak of the market. Is that accurate? See, I didn't know that, really.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. Because so it's like mid 2022 is when that shift where we started to hear that the market's going to stabilize started. And I mean, and that went on all the way, especially in Marion County through 2024. But I'd say mid 2022, whoever bought at that time, they 100% bought at the top of the market.
That's when there were lines out of every listing and you get 30 different offers on every single house within a day.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun. Not for buyers, really, though.
Yeah.
And you think about the correction in the market it's probably a healthy thing for buyers.
Absolutely. It's the nature of the beast. It has to happen because what goes up, right, has to come down. And fortunately, nothing has come down like 2008. It's just been the slow, steady decline. So it gives property owners time to actually think of what their next move is instead of like getting caught off guard if they actually pay attention.
So let's say I did buy in 2022 and now I'm forced to sell my house and I don't have any equity. What do I do? What is a short sale?
So short sale, super simple. That short is that you owe more than what you could sell for now. So the mortgage company, the owner's lender, will take a short for what they owe in lieu of going into foreclosure. And it actually saves them money and time because they don't have to pay all the attorneys in foreclosure and all of those things. And the homeowner can actually get out without having the foreclosure on their credit.
Yeah, so let's talk about that a little bit. I know you're not some credit expert or anything, but there is a difference, I think, when you do a short sale. At the end of it, it says debt settled for less than amount due on your credit report versus having that full foreclosure. It's probably better.
Absolutely. So what foreclosure, I believe it's 7 to 10 years, will stick on your credit report. And I think it'll still even haunt you a little bit after that. But when you do the short sale that it was settled for less than what was owed, in my experience through the years, and it could change, or it could have already changed, is 2 years. And if you're like, 2 years I have to wait, well, it's better than 7 to 10 years.
Sure is. And a lot of the people who are going through this tough financial time and want to get rid of their house or have to get rid of their house, they've already missed a couple mortgage payments, so the credit's almost already been negatively impacted. So I don't think it's going to really negatively impact it very much more. And then if you think about it, once it's done, I think you can start rebuilding your credit again right away.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And something very common that happens is like when a couple is going through divorce, and if both sides are actually in agreement and they're not, one doesn't want to do something because that'll happen, right?
Never.
I
In
know.
a divorce?
Right, never. But when they actually both want to get rid of the property, like this is huge because they can, like, credit's usually messed up from divorce anyway, so this is not going to make it even worse.
Absolutely. Also, I've heard about a deed in lieu. What's the deed in lieu?
So the deed in lieu is when the bank just says, hey, give me the deed in lieu of the foreclosure. And yes, that's great too, but I think that one stays on your credit longer.
I've always advised short sale over deed in lieu. I mean, deed in lieu is better than a foreclosure, but I believe short sale to be better than a deed in lieu. I always recommend short sale.
Absolutely, me too.
Elisha Lopez, she's fantastic. She'd be happy to show you real estate. She'd be happy to list your property, especially anywhere in northern Florida. Maybe you have some land that you want to see what it's worth. I would give her a call today. A QR code on the screen right now. Elisha Lopez, Real Broker. Good to see you.
Thank you.
In green today, by the way. It's like St. Patrick's Day. You need to remember that next March for sure.
Color.
Thank you to our amazing guest today and our wonderful crew, even Derek Moser and Tyson's over there as well. Everyone else is in Vegas. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more you have real estate.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.